Hey guys, Grumpy here with a very experimental, semi-cooked, off the walls kind of zombie explodey build. Would not recommend this. If you try this, you're gonna have a bad time. But I wanted to do something different as we get towards the end of the league. Just trying different things with zombies. So this uses the all quality Phantasmal Ray zombie. Basically, when you summon your zombies, they take chaos damage over time. Because we use minion instability, once they reach half-life, they detonate, doing a third of their life to surrounding enemies. These zombies that we summon have roughly 200,000 life. So when they explode, they do 66,000 base damage. And then once you multiply it by all the minion damage, supports, stuff like that, then it roughly adds up to about 6 million single target DPS. And in the League Star version that I'm cooking up, you get like 2 million. So enough to clear the Atlas. Um, yeah, enough to clear the Atlas and get your Void Stones. But it's not impressing anybody, in my opinion. So we use Akuna's Will so that we can cheat out zombies without corpses. We use Arcanist Brand to summon the zombies. This is just so that we can get the zombies out, so that we can get a lot of them out. I'm not exactly sure how else to summon the zombies. Like I tried using Unleash, I tried using Spell Echo, but those just kept running into problems where like Unleash was never ready, and Spell Echo was just tedious to cast so much. Yeah. And I think that's it. Anything else? Oh, we have a second Arcanist brand set up. This one gives us Flame Surge, Wave of Conviction, and it's also should be Flammability, but I guess we're just hand casting Flammability. Okay. Yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in the map and just demonstrate how it goes. So I have no idea how viable this will be on League Start if you do decide to do it. The League Start version uses a couple of uniques that I have no idea how much they cost or their availability, so be forewarned. But yeah, the way it works is we summon all of our brands and then we just recall them. And then every time we recall them, they summon a bunch of zombies. The brands zip around. They attach to all the nearby enemies, and then they detonate. The way you kind of get used to it, but the way you can tell if you have enough zombies going or not is if your clear starts to slow down. So what I do is just every once in a while, I go ahead and tap. Oh, I don't know what that was, but I go ahead and tap brand recall. If things still aren't dying around me, then what I do is I just summon some fresh brands because they probably expired. So you used to be able to refresh the duration of your brands using brand recall, but they got rid of it because GGG hates brands and they regret creating it in the first place. Nah, I don't know why they got rid of that feature. It just really just makes brands that much more clunky. And it's unfortunate because brands prior to that nerf to brand recall was really fun. It was just a nice casual playstyle. I wish with the masteries you could get that feature back, or maybe like through a unique. But alas, you cannot. So one thing I like about this build is the damage is always with you. Whereas with like normal zombies or minions, what happens is your zombies end up like lagging behind you. But with this, they're always with you. They're not in front of you, which would be, the most ideal, but that never happens anyway, even when your minions are aggressive. Let's go ahead over here. Let's go fight Yugal. And here you can see the damage, that single target. Just going belting him away. We can summon our spicy brands. That's going to give us Wave of Conviction, as well as Combustion, Flammability. Okay, that was just poor play. Had nothing to do with the build. Let's go back in. Alrighty. So even though we can only attach 2 brands to the enemy, we're still not really losing out like a normal brand build would, because every time we brand recall, every time we brand recall, we do summon zombies. So you're never really losing, whereas like normally you would be limited to just whatever 2 brands are on an enemy. But anyway, that's the build. Give it a try. It's been a ton of fun. I am still working on it. POBs for this version as well as the league start will be in the description. Let me know what you think. Alright, other than that, Grumpy out.